Welcome back to our series on using your Sophos XG. My name is John, and I'm a support technician with Management Concepts. In this video, we will be going over the reports that can be generated by your Sophos device. These reports can provide you with a variety of information about the traffic that is passing through your firewall over the course of the day, week, or even month. These can be things such as web categories, which we covered in the web filter video, destination countries that are the home of the web page that your users are viewing, or even the user who has used the most bandwidth out of all the others. To start off, let's get logged into the Sophos firewall. Once we're logged in, we'll head back over to the navigation tree on the left and select Reports. The first screen you'll come to is the dashboard. The dashboard is a very broad section as it will grab bits of all kinds of information and produce a page that will provide tables and charts to present that information. Think of the dashboard as your highlight reel. You're going to get the most important information about each type of data that's available. You can also adjust the dashboard and any other report to reflect different days and time periods through the top section of the reports page. You can easily accomplish this by clicking the left calendar to give the starting period and the second calendar for the ending period. Once done, you can click Generate to reflect the new time period. We won't do this now, but know that it's always an option for you. Right now, what is showing is the traffic dashboard, which reflects your general traffic information, which includes things such as application traffic, destination countries, host usage, and many more. If you're looking to see who is using the most data, you would check the host section. This section will only show you IPs, but it'll show you the total usage on your network based on the time period set above. If you did not change the dates, this will reflect the total for today. Now back at the top, we can view different dashboards by using a drop-down menu under the tab bar. This can be changed to the security dashboard that shows traffic that makes note of high-risk and objectionable sites that can be visited, as well as other traffic tagged for security purposes. This is a location where you could view blocked web categories that users are going to. As you can see with ours, we have several hits for sexually explicit. Now, before you get any ideas, we use sexually explicit websites to test web filters we are setting up for customers, and in turn, our firewall reflects that information. Porn sites are just the easiest to test with, since they are all marked with sexually explicit and should hit the firewall if everything is set up right. The next item on the drop-down list that the dashboard can show you is an executive report. This creates a much more printer-friendly version of some of the data that is reflected on the two different dashboards. If you were to set up a schedule to have a report sent to you, this would be the one you'd want. We'll be going over scheduling reports a little later. The last section to take a look at is the User Threat Quotient, or UTQ. The UTQ dashboard reflects the last 1 to 14 days and represents the overall risk score of some users. The risk score is a combination of the various sections that you could find in the security dashboard, such as objectionable sites, blocked web pages, downloads from less reputable sites, etc. In our company, we will get hits like these because to test the things we do, we have to push those boundaries so you don't have to. But if you see users with threat scores, it's always good to take a look at what they are doing. You can do this by either scrolling to the bottom and clicking a user, or clicking a bubble, which, if highlighted, tells you who it is. Okay, now that we took a look at the different dashboards, let's get back to the main traffic dashboard. From here, as well as the security dashboard, you can select the drop-down menu next to the dashboard type and narrow down your field a bit. For example, I'll select Application Categories, and I will get just that bit of data. The one thing you should take away from this video is that you can always drill further down into a report via these sections. As an example, I'll click Infrastructure, which will bring me to a layer further down. From there, I can find a variety of other traffic as well. Now, if there is a specific type of traffic you want to view, you can do so via the tabs at the top of the page. Just note that each tab encompasses much of what came before on the main traffic dashboard, but if a specific kind of traffic is what you are looking for, then by all means. From each tab, you'll have a pair of drop-down menus like the dashboard that will help you narrow down and make the information presented more specific. Let's hop back to the Dashboards tab. Then select from the drop-down menu, Executive Report. And here, I'll show you the process to set up a scheduled emailing of a report. From just below the Generate button is the word Schedule. We'll click on that, but before I do, it should be noted that these reports can also be downloaded as HTML, PDF, or CSV file in the event you wanted a copy in a file form. For now, I'm going to click Schedule. From here, we can create the schedule to have this emailed. I'm going to name mine Test, and in the email address box, I'm going to put in an email address. After that, I'm going to select the frequency that I want to receive it. I can choose to either have it come daily or weekly. If I select daily, all of the days will be grayed out. If I select weekly, the days will activate and I can select the day and time I wish to receive them. Note, the time is in 24 hours versus a 12-hour clock type, with 1 being 1 a.m. and 13 being 1 p.m. After creating the schedule, let's say we had created the schedule for the wrong report, and we need to either alter or delete the schedule. To do this, we'll head to the top of the page and select Show Reports Settings, just above the last tab on the tab menu. Once there, you can select Report Scheduling, and you'll find the schedule there. From here, you can make changes or delete it. For example, if we did create the schedule for the wrong report, we'd want to delete it. But if we wanted to change the timing of when the report got sent out, then we could just make a simple edit. You can also test the schedule by checking the schedules box and clicking Send Test Mail. Now click Close Report Settings in the top right and we'll be back at the reports. You may have noticed the bookmark link next to the Schedule link in the Reports tab. This handy tool allows you to create a custom bookmark to a specific report you want to be able to reference back to easily. So let's do that now. I'm going to click File Transfer from under the Application Categories section, and it'll bring me a little bit deeper in. Now I want to bookmark this section, so I'll go over and click Bookmark. Give it a name and click Save. Upon saving, you'll now see you have a Bookmarks tab. Clicking on the tab will bring you to a Reports page where you can select from the drop-down menus near the top what bookmarked report you want to see. You will only have one group at the moment, but we'll cover that in a second. Now let's say you want to remove a bookmark or add a bookmark group. It's now that we'll return to the Show Reports settings at the top. When you bring up the menu, you'll see the bookmark management is one of the options. Select the tab and you'll be brought to a tab where you'll see the list of bookmark groups. Since we created our bookmark in the default group, we're going to click the drop-down arrow and here we'll find the bookmark we had created previously. From here, we can click the little trash can and remove it, or leave it there. Unfortunately, we can't edit or move the bookmark if we had wanted to move it to a new group instead. From here though, we can create a new bookmarks group. To do this, we'll click Add Bookmark Group. Give the group a name. For this, I'll call mine Test Group. And click Save. Close the report settings and return to the Bookmarks tab. Now you will have two different options in the first drop-down menu for groups. Sadly, the new group will not show up in the drop-down menu until something gets added to that group. With that, we have now covered bookmarks. Reports can be tricky, and navigating them takes a little time and patience, but with the bookmarks, you'll be able to zip around to everything you need in no time. Now that is where I'm going to stop today in regards to reports. Just know that each report can be dug into deeper and deeper, as long as there are links to click. Feel free and don't be afraid to dig around through them. You may find some interesting information that you never thought to look up before. We're going to go over one more thing before I wrap up this video, and that is how to view your bandwidth usage as a graph. It's a little on topic due to being a type of report, but I thought this would be a good time as any to show you how to view this. To do so, we're going to head back to the Control Center, and under the Systems area, we're going to click the Bandwidth Graph. From there, we can get a good look at the live feed of the current bandwidth usage. Also, you can change it from live to a variety of different time periods based on what you want to see. It's pretty easy. Now, that is where I'm going to leave you for today. Until the next video, Have a great day and a great night.